What is a sea breeze? Where does the sea breeze blow from? When does the sea breeze blow? The day or the night? Why is it called the sea breeze? Well, watch on as we discuss the phenomenon of sea and land breezes in a brand new segment, Everything I Know. Welcome to Stand Up Course Study. If you're new here, this channel puts out videos aimed at helping students preparing for various competitive exams such as UPSC, SSC, PSC, Bank PO, CAT and the like. So feel free to click that subscribe button. Sea breeze and land breeze is an often misunderstood and hence confused topic. However, it is the best starting point to learn larger concepts based on winds, making it something you should know. Before we get into the concept of breezes, we should first understand what winds are. Put simply, a wind is basically a movement of air. But then, what causes this movement? If you said pressure difference, you have got it absolutely right. But then, what causes this pressure difference? Or more specifically, what is atmospheric pressure? Atmospheric pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by the weight of the atmosphere. Well, we could get into the formulas of pressure and force to clarify this further. But for simplicity, let us accept that the atmospheric pressure is directly proportional to the weight of the air. So, in order to create a pressure difference, the weight of the atmosphere has to also be different. But then, how can the weight of the atmosphere be different in different places? We know that the atmosphere is basically air. And the beauty of air is that it can expand and become rare on heating and compress and become dense on cooling. So as it heats, the air will lose weight and become lighter. And as it cools, the air will become heavier. So when the temperature increases, the weight of the air decreases. Hence, the atmospheric pressure decreases. Similarly, as the temperature decreases, the weight of the air increases as it becomes denser. And hence, the atmospheric pressure increases. Thus, the weight of the air is proportional to the heat. This means that the atmospheric pressure in an area is proportional to the temperature in an area, when other variables are kept constant, of course. Now, why would there be temperature variations in different areas? For that, what is the source of all heat on Earth? You know it, the sun. Without going into the details, the angle of the sun's rays causes differential heating on various parts of the Earth, thereby creating the pressure belts. This can happen in a localized manner too. So such differential heating will create pressure differences, which will then cause the air to move from the higher pressure, that is the colder temperature, to the lower pressure, that is a hotter temperature, in an attempt to create equilibrium, giving rise to what we call winds. Now that we have created winds, let us quickly learn how they are named. It is actually pretty straightforward. Since the winds move in a particular direction, the winds are named based on the direction of their origin. So for example, here is a simple north, east, west, south compass. Suppose a wind moves from the south to the north as shown on the screen. The wind will be named based on the origin of the wind, which in this case is the south. So the wind will be named a southern wind. For a second example, we now have a wind that moves from the southwest to the northeast. This wind will be named a southwestern wind. Keep this in mind as we will need this in our future episodes. Now that you've learned this easy yet powerful tool to identify a wind, let us go back to the concept that many students find confusing: the sea breeze and the land breeze. We now know that the winds are named based on the point of origin. So where will a wind named the sea breeze originate from? Simple, the sea. And where will it move towards? Of course, the land. We also now know that the wind moves from a higher pressure to a lower pressure, which means that during a sea breeze, the sea has to be at a higher pressure and the land has to be at a lower pressure. Now, this will also mean that the sea, which is at a higher pressure, will have the lower temperature, and the land, which has the lower pressure, will have the higher temperature. Now, when does this happen? Now, we should remember that the land is largely solid rocks and the sea is largely liquid water. The solid rocks will both heat up and cool down faster than liquid water. So when both the sea and the land is exposed to the same sunlight, the land will heat up faster than the sea. Similarly, the land will also cool down faster than the sea when the sunlight is taken off at night. So during the day, the land is warmer than the sea, and during the night, the sea is warmer than the land. Well, the mystery is now largely over. The sea is at a lower temperature and hence a higher pressure than the land during the day. So the air moves from the sea to the land, creating what is known as the sea breeze. Likewise, the land is at a lower temperature and hence a higher pressure than the sea during the night. So the air moves from the land to the sea, creating the land breeze. Sea breeze and land breeze is a popular topic in many competitive examinations. But having the basics right will help us answer any possible question from this topic through an objective analysis. So that is everything I know about sea and land breezes. Hope you found this video helpful. Leave all your suggestions and doubts in the comment box below. Also click on that like button and share this video to your friends and fellow aspirants who might find this video helpful. Finally, subscribe to this channel for more such regular content. This is Stand Up Co Study signing off.